Good morning. Final weigh-in. Well, not really, but I kind of want to end this Lose a Pound a Day series because, like I always say, if you feel like it's not as effortless, if you feel like your body needs to eat more food, you need a bump up in your metabolism, eat more. So last night while watching football, I had extra chicken and extra beef. I had a lot of potatoes. I ended up with some chocolate. We're going to talk about more today in depth of exactly how I do my 80-20 lifestyle, but I felt like I needed to eat more. So yesterday I was 190.2, I think. So I don't think I lost anything, which is okay. I want to have maintenance. Good morning, everybody. You get to see my gorgeous feet. There we go. Perfect. 190.2. So this is where I landed. Check it. Check it out. 190.2. This is where I landed. I'm happy with it. Now I'm going to kind of take it a little bit slower. Now I am going to take it a little bit slower. I felt like I needed to eat more, and I felt like I was pushing for results. So I kind of want to show you a little bit when people ask me about 80-20 lifestyle. I've got sorbet. I don't have any junk in the house at all. I have a little bit of this Taza chocolate. I'm showing you the 20 right now. Some pasta. People would consider this cheat food. Peanut butter. People would consider that cheat food. But it all depends on what kind of diet are you following? Who do you follow? What works for you culturally? Are you a family person? Are you single like me? Do you come from like a Croatian, Italian background, such as myself? Let me get on my comfortable Santa Claus as I'm falling here, my Santa slippers. What I want to ask you guys, can it be sustainable? Can it be fun? And I really got to thinking with some folks in the comments section, the 80-20 lifestyle saved my sanity. And had I known what I had known now, I never would have gained the weight. Because I was always an all or nothing kind of cat. And I realized that's dumb. That's just dumb. Why can't I enjoy the foods that I'm eating 80% of the time, what I call whole foods? I am a Ray Peat guy, so I'm a little bit controversial. Ray Peat espoused sugar, fruit, coconut oil, a little bit more of a higher fatty diet. He did like high protein, no starches. He enjoyed ice cream before bed, helps you sleep, and all the benefits that are in real ice cream, such as something simple like Haagen-Dazs vanilla, white sugar, but no starches, no pastas, no breads, no rice. That's what Ray Peat was into. So I kind of follow a lot of his dietary principles, and it works. Especially the biggest thing that I've learned from Ray Peat was stopping the little bit of salt, because salt has incredible benefits. You know, I love to talk about the benefits of Ceylon cinnamon. Really fab for you. Oh, I got to bust a new one open. Oh, this is embarrassing. So the benefits of cinnamon, and I put a little bit of white sugar in my coffee. You can call that part of the 20. I don't. That's part of the 80 healthy because of my research on sugar and how it boosts the metabolism. The 20 that I'm talking about could be sandwiches, pasta dishes, some Chinese food occasionally, pizza, ice cream. Oh, that cinnamon smells glorious. Good morning. Now, some people will tell you that fruit is terrible and will kill you. The people who come from the carnivore school or come from the real low carb school. Again, hogwash, pish posh. as Kino Body says, pish posh. So, and also people will tell you, oh, I can't believe you're eating whole, you're consuming whole milk. Again, I completely disagree. This is part of my 80. So the 20 is when I'm having fun, if I'm out on a date, if I'm enjoying myself in New York. It's football, it's the end of the season. Super Bowl Sunday is coming up. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? So that's how I approach my 80-20 lifestyle. Now, for the people like my friend Sean John and Eve and people who ask me questions about this, my client and friend Margie Mitchell, what's going to continue to fuel you and make you satisfied? Oh, a beautiful day in New York today. Look at the snow overnight. Wow. What's going to continue to fuel you and to give you energy and for what's important to me? You can do this in your way. If I'm coaching you, I ask you many, many questions about your heritage, where you're from. How does your family eat? What's your culture? What can you not give up? How can we make it healthier? Maybe it already is healthy. Do you have any food phobias, food fear that we can just completely get rid of? So remember, I'm not a 25, 30-year-old guy who can get away with murder. And also, by eating 80-20, let me get some coffee. Let's go to the coffee talk room. By eating 80-20, it's easier for me to be in a deficit if I so choose. What do I mean by deficit? So I've calculated, you guys. I have calculated that for me, to maintain my weight with exercise and energy, good sleep, movement, walking, for work and for play, I'm going to be eating somewhere between 25 and 3,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. Give or take, it goes up a pound, goes down a pound, right? In this experiment, I was averaging 1,900 calories, 1,950 for 5 straight days. So I ended up exactly, yesterday was a maintenance day, but I ended up exactly 5.2 pounds in 5 days. Let me go to Chronometer. And you can see potatoes, you can see olive oil, 2 tablespoons, chicken thighs, hamburger patties, 90%. San Pellegrino, I love their orange sodas from Italy. Peanut butter, yogurt. I left out the piece of chocolate. I forgot what it's called, but it's about 280 calories. That chocolate kitchen sink. Kitchen sink mini bar, 230 calories. Plus I left out a soda. Okay, so I ended up yesterday, but it was also backloaded. My calories were actually at night. My calories were kind of late, around 9 o'clock. And I maintained 190.2, 123 grams of protein, more than enough, 270 grams of carbs, and 90 grams of fat. But I always tell you, if you're losing weight on Chronometer, please look at your polyunsaturated fats. They got up to 8 yesterday because of the peanut butter and the olive oil. But I want my saturated fats to be higher. Hamburger, olive oil, milk, chicken thigh, peanut butter. Remember, you'll have saturated fats and you'll have polyunsaturated fats in everything. When something says it has fat, it usually has all of the fats inside them. So how the 80-20 lifestyle has saved my life, my sanity, my soul to be dramatic. I was trained as a personal trainer. This is back in the late 80s, early 90s, but I actually got into this racket a little bit late, that it has to be Tupperware 5 to 6 small meals a day. Has to be chicken and rice, very small and measured portions, or it has to be oatmeal in the morning. Oh, oatmeal and egg whites in the morning. That's it. Coffee could have no sugar or no milk at all. And basically, you were eating really, really light, high protein meals, and your calories. I just woke up. It's one take. It's off the cuff. Your calories would naturally be lower, and you'd be working out 5, 6 days a week and doing cardio. So you're probably at 25, 24, 2,600 calories pretty effortlessly. But that lifestyle was driving me crazy. Carrying my food around, weighing and measuring. Oh my God, I don't have enough protein. Now, I would look everywhere in New York City in the stores for protein bars. I was starving. And I remember looking for cases and cases of protein canisters, always trying to, then you would have portable protein shakers. Oh God, remember those days? You could never touch the stuff that I'm eating now. Yet now I'm approaching a leaner body than when I was 30, 35. Because that lifestyle always leads you back to cheating. If you want to lose weight, eat more real carbohydrates. They fuel you, they fill you up, and you will lose weight. One of my mentors, I always say, said to me, the reason why Americans are fat is because they don't eat enough carbohydrates. And that's why they cheat and have to have all those sugary, processed, pies and donuts and muffins and ice cream and lasagna. And they would think pizza, they would call pizza cheeseburgers, French fries with, cheese melted on them. They would call those carbs. But if you just, through my travels, I remember when I was in Mexico, when I was in the Caribbean, Europe, and I would see the people that were lean, that were eating so simply, potatoes, some protein, some fish, and eating plenty of carbohydrates and drinking alcohol, yet they were much leaner than I was. 80-20, 80-20. So however you want to look at your 80% should be whole foods. And again, my 80 is going to be, this is the distinction, and this is the big aha I've made. My 80 is going to be different from your 80. Some people, once again, would not touch fruit. Fruit is the healthiest thing for you, or white sugar in your coffee, right? But this is my 80. Really love these they call them umami bombs, really sweet little tomatoes there. Chicken, sweet Italian from Whole Foods, low calorie, sweet Italian chicken sausage, chicken thighs. This is my 80%. This will take you. I got it clean, but you see the potatoes there, the banana, the peppers, eggs. Great deal on these at Whole Foods, large brown eggs, spinach, ground beef, more eggs. That's my 80. The 20 is going to be things like jam, butter, Greek yogurt, a little bit heavier in fat. Let me put this back here. Again, the real bad 20. Well, let's make it 90-10. The 10% would be the occasional pizza. I can make pasta really, really light, so that's going to be part of my 80. Don't you see that if you want to lose weight, you have to create a caloric deficit eating the foods you love? If you don't at least like the foods, you're doomed. I did it, guys. I did it. As they say, I cracked the code. Eat what I want, enjoy myself. Now, what do I want to do if I want to lose a pound or two a week? Oh, that's easy. the 4 tablespoons or spoonfuls of sugar in my coffee become 2. Milk becomes less and less in the coffee. See what I'm doing? Fruit, it's okay. I can have as much fruit as I want. That doesn't affect me. Instead of 2 slices of toast, let's say, with some peanut butter or with some jam and butter, 1 slice of toast. I still can eat this way, but I will shave off every meal 100 to 200 calories or so. That makes a big difference. You'll see at the end of the week, the end of the day, you would be like, wow, I lost a pound effortlessly. My cuts of beef, instead of having a ribeye or a thick, very, very fatty cut of steak, well, I would go really lean. I would ask the butcher, or when I go buy meat, what's the leanest or more lean, something in between, like a good filet, will be on the leaner side, not a thick porterhouse or, like I said, a ribeye. I would get ground beef is a real hack. 85 to 95% lean. It's still very fatty, and people who are the low-fat crowd won't touch it. They will have fish and they will have chicken breast. I can't live that way. And egg whites and oatmeal. I can't live that way. Real talk. I can't do that. So I need to enjoy myself. Maybe 3-4 eggs with spinach and a sausage, no bread. Or maybe, as I got from a fellow YouTuber years ago, you have 2 eggs, you have 3-4 egg whites. I'm not thrilled with the taste of egg whites, but I have learned with paprika, rosemary, garlic powder, pepper, salt. I've learned about spices, cilantro, red peppers, spinach. What have I got here? Tomatoes, green onions. Hey, your boy learned how to cook. Learning the basics, and I watch Gordon Ramsay. I watch everybody. I learned so much. Thank you, YouTube. So much of everything we need to know today is free. Why do I charge? Well, if you connect with me, you get phone calls and emails and text messages and video exercise demonstration. You get me. And I'll tell you exactly what to do for your body type, and you will lose weight if you do what I say. Remember, there's no secret, okay? The secret is, are you in a deficit for a long enough period of time? If you want to lose the last 8 to 10 pounds, take 8 to 10 weeks. Like, I know we're so impatient. For people who have more than 34 pounds, go a little bit harder. Push. Come on. Push 3 to 5 pounds a week. You can do 3 to 5 pounds a week. Push. But if you're getting down to that last 8, 10, 12 pounds, you might have to be careful here, because the body's going to want to hold on, as I have found in my own journey. Now, weight, 190.2, I'll take it. I'd like to be lower. But today is a weightlifting day. I'm going to need a little bit more energy. So I'm going to eat a little bit more before I go to the gym. I do not like to work out fasted or on an empty stomach, because it just stresses my body. And I don't want to stress my body. I would like to, work out with joy, with passion, with strength. When I lift, when I squat, I want to have strength. I want to have energy. And when I'm not eating sugary food, carby food, I ask all the guys and gals in my gym, do you eat before the gym? They go, yes. The people that are the best shape eat before their workouts, or they bring a little something to the gym with them. Guys, that's it. That's all I got for you. Keep following me. The scale's going to go down. The body will be revealed soon. So I'm happy with where I landed. This 5-day experiment, 190.2. If the scale goes up, I just ate a little bit more. Doesn't mean it's fat. But basically, I want to drop even more. So a little bit of planning about what you're going to eat today is really going to be helpful. I have eggs. I have chicken thighs. I'm going to have one of those sausages now for breakfast. Probably before the gym, I'll make a quick. You can make, some eggs, some hash. You can chuck some potatoes on there, and there you go. Someone's calling me. I got to get back to him. And but basically, I forgot what I was going to say. But this is all off the cuff, one take. But basically, I can prove to you how I can easily lose 5 pounds in 5 days, and I can do it again. It would get a little bit harder the leaner you get, but that's why I'd like to scale it back to 1 pound or 2 a week now and just take my weekly low on my, in other words, take your weekly low. That's your true weight. So maybe by Thursday, Friday, I can be 188. Thank you for watching. This was a fun coffee talk. Thanks, guys.